rainbow here, and let's see if this will work. I'm trying it out. What are the Kens and Karens? People are asking me that. So when people give up their power, when they're not aware, when they're connected with the hive mind of the lack matrix, the more they do that, the more they're incepted by things such as different frequencies, different lower vibration entities, whether they be demonic entities, the agent matrix agents, did I say demons? Things like that, you know, just things that are more for the negative. You're probably seeing different memes, different articles on the news about the Kens and Karens. Okay, so if you watch The Matrix, there's the Smiths, right? Well, Kens and Karens are the modern day Smiths. What do they do? How do you know if you encounter one? They usually get triggered. They unravel. Like right now, this is the perfect time because of the Great Awakening, the global Great Awakening. And if you haven't done so much work on yourself, and or if you're like a GMO hybrid, you're not like a real human with a soul, you have no soul, then that's also another clue that one is a Ken or Karen. So these are just generic names and terms. They would do things such as get you in trouble, call the cops on you, try to get you fired, try to get you in jail, make up lies. You know, just basically very, very vicious. You know, they're unraveling, and they're connected to certain frequencies, such as if you think of CERN and HARP, you know, those acronyms, CERN, HAARP, you think, oh, that sounds benign, but there are people who are triggerable when they become unraveled, when they become a Karen, when it's kind of like a light switch. It can go on and off. They can just start screaming. They do these things, and it doesn't have to do with race. They just want to get you in trouble. When they become online, it's like, have you seen that movie? Oh, what is the title? Where they actually turn on like this dial, the radio frequency, and people start warring. They start having riots and like hurting and killing each other. What was it? Bishop something? Oh, I'll let you know when I remember, but it was a great movie. And these things that they show you in the movies are actually real instead of science fiction, because we are in a world of inversions. What's on the mainstream media, a lot of it is fake. Hence, the world of inversion. Across all levels, across all aspects of this life. So, how can you spot a Ken or Karen? Some experiences that I've had with them. Okay, I like to drive slow like a grandma. I had a police officer pull me over. He said that someone called saying that, I don't know, I was reckless. I guess slamming on my brakes. I found out later this, the police, of course, you know, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I got let go scot-free as usual. The people who were trying to get me in trouble were mind manipulated by different agents of the Matrix. So if you're a Ken or Karen, if one is turning into a Ken or Karen, it's usually because they've given up a lot of their power to dogma, to religion, to indoctrination, they've given up their mind They don't use critical thinking. They hide behind all these different social systems and infrastructures that tell them what to do. When your mind is free, when your spirit's free, you allow yourself to become stronger and break free from the binds of things such as these. For example, you know, when you see cartoons or movies, you see the angel and the devil, one angel on your left shoulder, the devil on your, actually, no, let's say it the opposite way. The devil on your left shoulder and the angel on your right shoulder. It's kind of like that. They're whispering in your mind. Well, certain people, yes, they're diabolical. They spend lots of time and money on programs. I mean, you wonder why trillions of dollars, US dollars, are missing. These are the kind of diabolical things, amongst other things, that they steal and take and hide, quote unquote, lose. They just misplaced it, our tax dollars on. Certain programs that want to manipulate, cap, enslave people. So, oh yeah, back to what I was saying. The officer let me go scot-free, but I found out later on that the person who called to report me while I was driving, you know, was manipulated by these entities and basically got taken over for them to make up some lies that I was, I guess, slamming on my brakes, which was so strange. I've never heard of that. And as a police officer, he said he caught up to me. The stories didn't make sense. He kind of made up a story saying, oh, well, because he didn't find any fault in me, and he actually thought I was driving slow like a grandma, you know, pretty slow and responsibly, and just, you know, I wasn't doing anything wrong, because he was following me for a while. He just said, instead of saying, oh, they're stupid, you're right, they're wrong, he just said, oh, they're probably just in a hurry. That's why they called and complained. So those are the kind of things that Karens or Kens can do when hopefully they're not unraveled or triggered or online all the time as a Karen. Hopefully, you know, there's some times where they're actually calm and logical and rational. But when they become online, that's what they do. They start yelling, causing trouble, just basically getting everyone in trouble. You know, just making up lies. Like, for example, you'll be in a car dealership or in a restaurant, and they'll just start saying, hey, can I speak to your manager? Very common. And just try to get you arrested. Try to get you kicked out. You know? They'll use and pull any cards, you know, even the race card. Like, oh, they won't even know you from Adam, and they'll just say, oh, okay, well, this person's like brown. I'll assume that they're poor or that they're uneducated. It doesn't matter. They'll do it to their own skin color. The point is, they can get unraveled and triggered and easily mind manipulated from entities, from frequencies, from other beings, whether they be humans and beyond, turning on certain frequencies on purpose. Yes, just like how you turn on the dial on a radio. And they can be triggerable, incepted, mind manipulated, and just basically become this digital soldier for warfare. So, do you guys have any questions on the Kens and Karens? Because I've had people asking, what are those? That's why I'm touching base on it right now. What else? Oh, you can use, okay, so how does one become a Ken or Karen? I gave you some examples about giving